Wow, it has grown into it. This is the Jeep Cherokee that we got for free. Hey, doggy. Hey there, doggy. What you doing? Look at that. That's crazy. It's been here a little bit. Oh, well, we got it all loaded up.
That's amazing how that tree did that so slow.
Oh, it's unhappy, but it's there. Come on, baby. Oh, well, it ran for 2 seconds. Now it's dead. Alright, so it's out of gas. So we tried cranking it. Lots of wood. Bent fender from the tree, but other than that, the body's pretty straight, and honestly, the interior is pretty good. Oh, it's got a key in it, but it doesn't have a key for the glove compartment. So we're gonna see if we can find that. How does this open up? Ah, like that. So there's a pin. Alright, maybe there's something in the glove box. Oh, maybe there's something somewhere, anywhere. Look at this thing, though. Looks nice. I'm kind of digging it. It's full of everything, but I'm digging it. Well, we're going to hit it with ether because we don't have fuel, so. Here we go. Oh, baby. And she runs. Just needs fuel. All right. It sounded good, yeah. It sounded smooth.
It did.
Man, look at the top of this thing. Well, I don't know if you can see in there. Hold on. Yeah. Hold this. All right, let's hold that with my hand. Ooh. Double hand this, baby. Pull that guy right there. I think you can see we got some serious rust. It is so bad. Holy crap. Alright, well, there's the problem. It's all gunked up. So, tank drop, tank clean, possibly. Actually, definitely another fuel pump. Alright, just semi put a fuel pump in the Jeep because it ended up being the wrong one, and that really sucks. However, we're going to see if it actually will run now that it hopefully gets fuel. Because I just have it sitting in there. It ended up being too long for the tank that's in this. Said it was okay. Come on, baby. Oh man, that's slow. My jump pack's dead from trying to crank the other truck. Come on, get the fuel. Get the fuel, get the fuel, get the fuel. Crank, baby! I might have to put the battery charger on it. Yeah, it's dying. Gonna have to stretch out a... Look at that. She just don't like to idle, but she runs good. High output 4-liter, baby. 15 years. Will she idle now? Ooh, just had to get some of that crap out of the injectors. Yo, probably gonna start a fire soon because of all the rat's nest. It's running, boy. I gotta get this off the trailer. We gotta get this off the trailer. Come on, boy. It's running. Yo, that is sick. Oh man. Oh, my leg. Can't get it. There we go. Oh, I gotta do. It's gonna go on down. There we go. Now we're moving. Sorry, tires. You don't deserve this. Alright. Can't run it too long. Alright, so it runs. It has reverse at least. Tires are flat. It's running. My thing's getting bad, so I can't tell if it has alternator. Gotta air these tires up. Figure out a fix for this hose that just got chopped. and then put some water in it so it can keep itself cool, and it runs and drives. Or, well, it runs. I don't know if it drives. Look at that, guys. It's running. Heck yeah! Fuel pump. Alright, so I'm adding water in right now. It's not ideal, but it works, kind of, until I get a new one. So, I'm gonna go turn the heat on as soon as this tops off. Hopefully, it'll be cool running. Hopefully. Alright, that's bubbling up a lot. Let's go turn this heat on, however this works. Let's see. Temperature heat, vent heat high? I don't feel anything. Vent. We got nothing. No high or low or anything. Alright, well, radio? AM, FM, power? Pat, bass, power. Oh, whoa. Power? Power. FM? Maybe not. Oh well. Well, it's running, and it runs pretty good, surprisingly. About to pressure wash this bad boy. I'm so excited. Look at it. Can't wait to see what this looks like. It's going to be awesome. Hey guys, it's Jaeger's Garage, and I just had to film this because this is getting pressure washed and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to take some pictures of it. Oh, here it is. All cleaned up. She looks really good. Wow, look at that. It's so much better. The hood could still use some work. Now to clean the inside. Alright, well, I'm having some issues with the fuel pump. And I've crawled under there and reset the position many times, and it still won't work unless it's just kind of hanging out of the fuel tank. It's really strange, but I think if I bend it the right way, then it has a little slot that it slides straight down in, because the fuel's reading and everything, but it's half out of the tank, so obviously can't have that. Not when you're doing 60 and come to a complete stop and all the fuel sloshes onto your exhaust and then you catch on fire and die. So we're gonna fix that, but it looks really good now. Sweet. Stay tuned. Well, she went through the ditch. Four-wheel drive works. I don't know. I'm just gonna start going through some things and figuring it out. Yeah. Well, a little bit of overspray. Or horizontal. Alright, well, just ran it around the yard and it seems like it's doing okay. Other than my little makeshift hose popped off because it's incredibly too short. So we're going to let it rest for now and investigate and probably clean it out some because it's a little full of wood. Okay, small fire aside from the rat's nest that is apparently baked into the exhaust. That's fine, and it cranks up and everything's fine, superficial. I cleaned out the front and we have rear seats and I cleaned out the back. Look at that. Now we got to shop vac and we got to shop vac it all out. Hopefully we'll have it done pretty soon. Heck yeah. Well, we're vacuumed and the Jeep is looking great. I mean, it's honestly great. Look at that. I even cleared out the back. I got the seats back up. They're all good to go. The headliner could use some help. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is right there, but I'm gonna ask Dad about that. Let's see, I know he's got some aftermarket stuff installed in this because my dad used to own this. But yeah, so that's great. Heck yeah, it's a good day's work. This is Jaeger's garage, the free Cherokee. Oh yeah. Check this out. So originally, I cut this on, radio works and everything. I'm turning it up and down, I'm getting no audio, and I'm like, man, that's so weird. Normally the stock radios are fine, and like, I don't get it. And then I think, this doesn't have rear speakers. They're only in the doors, and neither door has a speaker in it. So I believe that's the problem. But other than that, lights work, blinkers work, everything electronic works. The blower does not. So the blower, door speakers, everything else works. Four-wheel drive works, as you saw in the video before. Drive, park, I gotta fill it up with some Freon, and I think that'll work too. Good to go. I mean, it's sat for 15 years, just little minor things, and they probably were things before it got parked. I mean, this is amazing. Wow. What's up, everybody? This is my 7.3 van. This is my E350 7.3 van that has been sitting for entirely too long because I love this van and I could not figure out what happened. So it was getting oil into the fuel system, which is an indicator of bad injector O-rings. So I replaced the injector O-rings and drove it, and it was great. Drove better than it ever has. And then it just died halfway back. I limped it home, and then it would not run for more than like 3 minutes at a time. And then it just would not run anymore. Let it sit for a day, crank it back up, run for 3 minutes. Nope. So I did a bunch of digging, did all kinds of stuff, and it's the freaking injector O-rings that I bought. Apparently I got some cheap ones that cracked because I didn't get OEM ones. So now I have actual really expensive O-rings that are supposed to be good and were highly rated and everything. So now I'm going to put them in. I'm going to take all the injectors back out, which is really annoying on a van. If you can see, there they are, and it's even tighter on the other side. So, woohoo, fun. And then we're going to, after that, crank it up and see if it runs good. And if so, then I have my van back, and I'm really excited. Because, I mean, I got used to having a lot of room in here. I mean, it's getting all mildewy and everything. I'm gonna have to clean everything afterwards. Oh man, it's been sitting for too long. All the storms and stuff. It's probably gonna rot out the edging. This van is actually in really good condition for it to be a 99. Ah, I love this van. We gotta save it. We gotta get it back. We're gonna do it though. All right, here is your standard Huey injector for a 7.3. This is your injector. It has oil pressure that pressurizes the fuel, and then a solenoid on top that gets electrified, and then bam, boom. And those are all the oil rings that were on it, and they're not like exceptionally bad, but I'm thinking maybe they just weren't. Maybe they were too small or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it runs after I put it on. And I got all the new ones, and they're even different colors and stuff. So here we go. All right, we got it all installed, even the crush washer. And I'll tell you what, this right here looks like it is sticking out way more than this did. This was not even, this was sunken into that groove. This is pushing out of that groove. So I'm thinking that's probably our problem. This probably got stuck on, or I put it on there and then it just shrunk up. So I believe that was our problem. So let's get this back up and let's do 7 more. Woo! And then put it all back together. All right, working on the van here, and we got some milky injectors, which means that probably from that crazy flood that we got, yeah, water definitely got in the engine, so I'm gonna need to change the oil and probably flush out the oil system. So that'll be fun. But if you wonder how 7.3 injectors come out, because I don't remember if I've covered that or not, you have a top bolt and a bottom bolt. They're 8mm, so it'll be lodged in there like the other ones. So just unplug it with that plug that you see right there, and then the top bolt is still in it, because you can actually just take the bottom bolt out, and then this collar right here, pry on that in a certain way, and then pop, comes out, because this collar pushes up and around that top bolt. So all you got to do is take out that bottom 8, and of course the little drain tube, because there's a hole right here, and that is where the oil shoots out. You got to make sure and put that back, or else oil will just be shooting out everywhere, and that focuses it back down instead of just shooting randomly out. From experience of putting these injectors in, I have it re-O-ringed already, and you really want to be careful the way that you put it back in, as to not complicate things for yourself. What I have figured out is take the top bolt out, put it in, and then top bolt, bottom bolt, and then seat it So like use a rubber hammer or a rubber grommet or something and smack it down into place. You want to make sure you oil this up too. And don't forget to evacuate the cylinder, so turn it over and get all that crap out of the cylinder, because I guarantee you there's something in there. So once you get it out of the cylinder, then oil this up, slot it, put the top bolt in, put the bottom bolt in, and then seat it, and then take the top bolt, run it down, and then put the little oil gallery thing on. And then after it's completely seated and you get it all the way down, then tighten the bottom bolt finally, and you're good. And don't forget to plug it up, of course. And that's the way that I found that works best, that you don't end up tripping over yourself and stuff. Drain plug out and sprayed it with some starting fluid, and it's nice and clean. It was murky just like the injectors were, but no metal on it, on the magnet, which is a good sign. Good healthy motor. Just got to get it all back together and running. After this, I'll put that back in, drop our 15 quarts of oil in, and we'll see if she cranks. Alright, almost done adding oil. And by the way, this is 15W40 that I got from Costco. It's 3 gallons for $25. And, you know, you just about can't beat that. Like anywhere. I know Costco is like a meme and everything, but dang, 3 gallons of 15W40. I mean, it may not be 15W40, it might just be like olive oil or something, but dang, that is not bad. So yep, just gonna finish putting this last jug in, and then we'll see if she'll fire up. It's not exactly enough oil, but it's enough to where she'll fire. It's reading on the dipstick at least. So definitely better than that slush that it had in it before from all those storms. Alright, put that back in there, cap back on. And given that we got some batteries that actually want to work, did I just put oil on my coasters? Dang it. Given that we have some batteries that will work, I've had them on charge the whole time, there's a chance maybe we'll end up cranking it. Maybe we'll end up. My GoPro died on me, so I've been using my phone. Alright, I would turn it over, but I don't trust the batteries, so we're gonna give it a little bit of go-go juice. Oh no, it's the starting fluid. Oh, my hand, I can't control myself. Oh god, it's going in the turbo. Oh shoot. Oh no. Alright. Hey, look at that. More connection issues. This is why things that sit, it sucks. Now I have ground issues, electrical issues, burning wires. Woohoo! I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to try it one more time before we go get the jump pack. That sounds great. That doesn't sound terrible at all. Oh, we need a good set of batteries. I just put batteries in it too. Oh, look. No kidding. Holy frick, it did it! Oh my god! Will it run? Holy frick, it'll run! We have no oil pressure somehow. That's probably fine. How is it running with no oil pressure? The oil pressure sender isn't good, I guess. What? It's so smoky. I wasn't expecting it to crank, so I didn't do it. Oh my god. Oh, that ain't good. We got ourselves a problem. But that's fine, because it's running now. Woo! Let's go. And there you have it. She's running. I'm pretty sure it blew out the frickin' the oil pressure sensor, but other than that, it's running and it's dumping oil right now. But you know, it's purging all that crap out of the high pressure oil pump reservoir. So it's good. It's fine. It's running, it's doing better than it was before, and it's fixed. So yeah, let's do it. This is Jaeger's Garage, and we've done it again, boys. What's up? Jaeger's Garage here, and just woke up, I got dressed and everything, and I'm on the way to get my latest project, which is $500 93 5-speed Ranger. I'm not quite sure on the motor. I think it's got a 2.3 in it, so it's gonna be good. I'm gonna go pick it up, and we're gonna find out all that's wrong with it. Supposedly the lady or this guy, I'm not really sure, was taking the timing gears, timing belt off for servicing and all kinds of stuff, got ill, was never able to put it back together. We'll see. So yeah, also look, this camera zoom? No, I can't. There's a big banana spider. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Dude is huge. Anyway, we'll be taking the dually. Just loaded in the back of the bed. Thing's big enough. Alright, see you guys. And we're coming up on a work zone. This is gonna make my fuel mileage go horrible. I'm at 16.1 miles a gallon in the 6 liter. Yay! Yes. Check him out. The 93 Ranger that doesn't have a 2.3, it's got a 3.0. So far, we've been figuring it out, and it is in some kind of pieces. 5-speed manual though. More on that later. It looks like it's got some issues, a lot. Alright, so we're not getting fire, we're barely getting any fuel. The guy said that he put a fuel pump in it beforehand. There's a lot missing, but it's all in there in the truck. I just got to put it back in there and put it back together. He also said that he put sorry, I was looking at something. There's like a hole right there. It's weird. He put timing chains in it and timing gears and just didn't put it all the way back together. Interesting things to note. That solenoid is not working, I believe. And when the ignition is on, there's 2 wires under here that when you cross them out, it turns over. Interesting. I think that's been bad a while because he found a way around it. That beeping is very annoying, and we have many random things. I'm about to start checking fuses, and I'll tell you what I find, because you always want to start with fuses. Interesting. Hold on. Actually, 1 second. Sir? Huh. What do we got back here? An Ethernet wire. So I'm gonna assume that this guy had a sub in it. We've got a frog. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a frog. Heck yeah. Calendar handbook. Mysterious poncho. I think poncho. I hope. I'm a little concerned. What is this? Okay, it ripped. I don't know what that is. A little scared. A little scared right now. Oh, we have a ratchet strap. That's handy. That's actually good stuff. We have Disney Infinity for the PS3. Is it actually in there? No, it's not. That's lame. I don't see anything else in there. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Rent to own contract. Interesting. Alright, well, I should probably not video any of that stuff because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Another PS3 game. Is this one in it, though? Oh, it is. Dude, I've already made 20 bucks back on that. Sell that at GameStop. They'll give me maybe $2.50. That's awesome. Alright, I don't see anything else that's interesting. If there is, well, other than all these oils and stuff, I'll let you guys know. Keep you updated. Now let's get a good ground and check some of these fuses. Sweet. Power on all of it. Move. And we have some mini fuses in here. Alright, and power on all of these. Why do I feel like there should be more fuses than this? And then there's a diode right here in relays. So AC, fuel pump, and EEC power relay, and then we got 20 amp, 15. Wow, they don't say. 20 amp. Up here is electric shift. This back one is ignition, fuse panel, EEC power, fuse panel. And they all look correct, except for electric shift, which this one doesn't have. And it does have an AC relay. I'm gonna do, just in case that fuel pump relay is corroded, I'm gonna pull that fuel pump relay out and back in a couple of times, just to see. It don't look corroded at all, it looks fine. But we'll swap it just in case. Can't hurt anything. Alright, because I wasn't getting fuel, also not getting spark, so there's that. I'll be back when I figure something out. I have power on the coil but no spark, so I'm going to take the distributor cap off and see if that maybe does something. I don't know. We'll see. Ready to roll. Letting off. Ah, there we go. Heavy?
There it goes.
All right. Well, I survived. Ooh. Alright, I think we figured it out. But we'll know in a second. Ready? Yeah. And that sounds like bad timing.
No, it sounds like no gas.
So you want to hit it with ether?
Go ahead. It'll run. I think the timing is off.
Okay. Well, it's firing now, but we need timing.
Try it.
Distributor is loose, so that's perfect.
It'll run.
Oh yeah.
Turn it all the way that way.
Okay. Oh heck yeah.
Only problem is I just maxed it out. You might have the distributor off of you.
Advanced it too much or retarded it too much?
I don't know which is which, but I just turned it all the way that way.
Alright, so essentially there was a plug on the back of the distributor. It wasn't plugged all the way in. That was all. That was all that was wrong with it.
I believe, knowing what I know now, if you find a good solenoid,
Alright. Gasoline in it. Got anything? Dang. Alright, well.
I mean, I think I got more in the truck.
Well, I guess we need to really get that fuel coming.
Yeah. And if you got fire, you just need fuel. And I think you'll run.
Well, now we gotta fix that issue. Alright, so we have power and ground and no pump action. And the bed's off. Alright, we figured it out. Know what's going on.
The fuel pump is working and everything, but this was barely on. So it's kind of needed. That's the positive, and that's how it gets powered. So that's what was wrong. It was jiggling around and it was causing intermittent issues. Ta-da! Fuel issue solved. On to the next one. Oh, now what I'm doing is, because we have those two wires just started in there, I'm going to be replacing this solenoid with one that I found off of an 80s model Ranger, while Dad solders the ever-loving crap out of that spot. So theoretically, should not need this anymore, which is the two wires that he put in there to cross these. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And that is literally the same exact one from the 80s model to this 93. There's really nothing different about them, which is awesome. Love that. Key switch on. All right, jump packs are disconnected.
Oh, I was about to say, that sucks.
All right, jump packs are on. Key switch on.
You hear that?
I hear it. I heard a fuel pump. And we got a full tank.
Yeah. I guess I can go ahead and book this up.
Just to see if it'll crank. Works for me. Yeah, because it's not like we'll be running for long without a cooling system, but
Yeah.
just to hear it run good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cycling. All right, got fuel. Cool. Yes, sir. If the solenoid works. Ah. That means we got no excite, I guess. Whoa. Are you okay? Hey, Ranger. Okay. All right, go for it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that happens. It wants to start so bad. That is an interesting Carter key. No, he's got wired, braided, and then looped around for the clutch pedal. Nothing. It's plugged in and everything. Let's see if it'll start. I can't. You want to give me my wire back?
Oh, you know what that is?
What's that?
It's causing the spark to fire. You're going past the ground.
Oh.
So you're rotating it past
So
a
it's
button.
firing.
It's firing, yeah. It's
Yeah.
sparking. It's sparking one spark.
Oh, okay. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead and try it. I think it needs to go that way a little bit more. It might be off 2 teeth. It's off 2 teeth.
Not happily running, but running.
Go ahead. See if it'll fire back up. At least you can run it till it gets too hot.
I hope that's loose.
Oh, it looks crooked? I seen that. Yeah,
Yeah, I hope that's loose.
yeah, I seen that. I thought that was pretty terrible too.
Also, he survived.
What's that?
Down there.
Praying mantis?
Yeah.
Did it come?
Yeah.
Really? All right, I think you probably need to start putting some stuff back together because
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't run it too long like that. But
Nope.
at least, so you know you had oil pressure.
Oil pressure.
You know you got fire and gas now.
I didn't hear nothing framing or knocking.
I hear some bad exhaust leaks or something.
Yeah. All right. Hey, it runs. All right, I'm putting it all together, and I was looking at the power steering pump, which is, this is the good one. This is the bad one. Look at there. There should be a nipple there. Guess where the nipple is? It's in there. Please check before you do things. Just a little bit of looking, and it'll save you a lot of issues. Hi, buddy.
Do you have a flat tip?
Not on me currently, but I have a praying mantis on me. The good luck mantis. This Ranger. Alright, so we're gonna call this Ranger the mantis.
There you go.
Here, buddy, you wanna go back to your home? Man, check him out. He's looking at me too. Whoa, he's dancing. Oh, it won't focus. Boy, you feel weird. Yeah, he's swaying.
He's like, I'm about to put something on you.
He's chilling. What's up, guys? Guess what I just bought? And you'll never guess the price. $350. That's crazy. I got this for $350. This baby can fit so many horsepowers in it. Oh yeah. So it's a little beat up. It's a 94 Ford Ranger with a 5-speed, and guess the engine down in the comments, and don't cheat because I'm going to show you in a second. But it's a little beat up. It's got some paint issues, it's got some dents, but I'm thinking this will be the perfect little thing for me to try out body work and paint on, because it's already, I mean, I don't even know what all this is. It's like sun bleached, but you know, actually that might come out. That might come out, actually. That's not bad. But the bed isn't bad. It's still got the liner in it and everything. It's got tires and stuff on it. Bad dent right there that I could probably try knocking out. But it's a complete truck. The interior needs to be cleaned desperately, because it's been sitting for, I don't even know how long, but a while. Also, it smells pretty bad in here. And hey, look at that. We got XLT Ranger. So yeah, it's we have a surplus of bolts and stuff now. The headliner is falling down. There's dirt daubers. Got some keys and whatever this thing is. Don't want to lose the key. So never mind. This is a spare key, I think. So there's already a key in there. All right. So we got a key in there. As you can see, we got a manual shift machine, stock radios in it. This is a AC model, got lights, everything. Let's pop the hood. It might already be popped. Nope, it was not. Oh, we got manual windows though. That's okay. Let's let this thing air out a little bit, because it needs it. It smells pretty bad. All right, this hood definitely needs some help. So let me find it. There we go. And what do we have under here? Holy cow, it's a 2.3 fuel injected with the 8 spark plugs. That's crazy. And there are wasps and hornets coming out of this thing, and that's terrifying. Ugh. But the biggest thing about all of this is, holy cow, everything is complete. Now, let's see if we got oil in it. We do have oil in it. Look at that. Put that back in. I wonder if the power steering, does it have power steering fluid in it? So supposedly it has a touch in it, which I don't know, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it doesn't leak. So supposedly this needs a fuel pump, and the rear end is locked up. So two not so good things. However, after unloading it off of the trailer, I have a sneaking suspicion that the rear end is not locked up. It is more so the drums on the back that is locked up, because as it was described to me, the rear end exploded and grenaded, but I don't think that's the case because they didn't actually dig into the rear end. So we're going to take back drums off sometime today and dig into them and see if it'll, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of that. And then we're also going to get into the wiring and make sure that there is power being sent to the fuel pump, because we might not even have to replace the fuel pump. It could be a relay or something. So let's get right into it and let's fix this Ranger. All right, now we're gonna try and get this cranked up. I don't know if you can see my head, but you can see that. I've got a battery installed. I got the battery charger on it. Let's see what we can do. See if it'll crank. Okay. So the ignition is not working. So I'm going to take my homemade little push button here and get it out of here. Now what you want to do is you want to go to the solenoid and take this post off. That's the excite. Put it on here and go straight to the excite, and we're going to test and see if our solenoid is good. Oh, it moved. Alright, our solenoid's sticky, but it's good. I think my button might have just burnt out. Perfect. Screwdriver. Not been the right one. All right, we got some serious connection issues. Oh yeah, no, I just heard it. We got really bad connection issues actually. That's why. Okay, my button is fine. It was the ground that was acting up. So let's rewire this. We have some serious connection issues. The correct way to do this would be to clean all these up, which I will probably end up having to do anyway, but I'm excited to turn this over. Don't worry, I'm a trained professional. Don't do anything that I do. Perfect. This one is not smoking good. How are you still making terrible stuff? Alright, well, it turns over, but these connections definitely need to be cleaned up. Like, terribly bad. I've never heard one sound like this. That sounds terrifying. That sounds freaking terrifying. So, I mean, it doesn't look overall bad. At least the ground. The positive, definitely, but check it out. It's
Hey! It turns over now. Where would the fuel rail be? Because if we can find the fuel rail, why, there it is, down there, with all kinds of crap over it. Well, I'll tell you what, now that it turns over decent, kind of, let's go find some carb cleaner. Carburetor cleaner. Wherever, maybe. I might have stuck some in there, you know, preparing for it. So yeah, I got it for $350, and the place was amazing that I got it from. They had all kinds of old cool cars and stuff, like Mustangs and all kinds of neat stuff, but apparently that was like someone else's that they dropped off on their land, and then they were like, whatever, we're not worried about that one. It's not like a classic or anything. So they just wanted it gone. So $350, clean title. The only stipulation, right? Locked up rear end and no fuel pump, which we're about to confirm when I spray this. So I'm excited to spray this carbon choke and parts cleaner in it. See if we get some fire, some bang, some boom, some pow. All right, here we go. So the ignition is on. Got your push button because the ignition, the key switch isn't working. So give her a squirt. She runs. Oh, she runs like a top, dude. Holy cow, this thing runs good. Let's see if I can wean it off. No, it's got no fuel. It runs! Holy cow, the radio even works, I think. Yo, this is worth it in itself, dude. That's annoying as crap. Oh, the volume turns down. Yo! That picks up stations real good. Heck yeah. Alright, that's cool. Now that we have kind of a better connection, I'm wondering, maybe try the, I'm going to keep this in the foreground just in case, but let's try the actual switch. Sometimes these switches come around, and then I'll crawl up under there, see if I can get a, nope, still nothing on the switch. Oh well, what about the blower? Oh shoot, son. We got a blower. Panel, and it comes out the panel. Dude, I might not be able to get rid of this. Dang it. Oh man, it's kind of nice. What about the lights? What if the lights work?
Gonna cut that off. We got any lights? Oh, we got running lights. Hold the phone. We got one headlight. And we got the markers and everything. I assume the turn signals probably work. Oh man. Ugh, we have no hazard. Alright, well they're working up front. So that's good. There's all kinds of stuff in this truck that I will go over sometime. For now, it's a little scary. Also, it's a pretty neat little heater thing. And what is this? Is that? I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, time to crawl up under this truck and see if we can get power on the fuel pump. What if it was just out of gas? Could you imagine? That'd be hilarious. So, there's that right there. So, I'm gonna go get my test light. Then I'll set you all up. Hopefully crawl underneath and do my thing. AKA get extremely sweaty and get extremely dirty and come home and make everybody upset at me and all that good stuff. Because I'm just shedding dirt all over the place, which is the true mechanic way. Alright. Test light. The one thing that I need right now. Okay, we got ourselves our test light. Now we're going to go down there and we're going to probe for power. And see if the fuel pump is actually the culprit, or if it is a lack of power that is the culprit. Now I have to figure out how to set y'all down here. Luckily there's a spare tire in the bed. That would be perfect. Let's crawl up under here and see if we can get to some wires. Well, despite these trucks being so small, they're still got enough room to get up under. Pretty sick. All right, let's see if we can get some wires. I'm not seeing any wires that are easily accessible, so we're gonna start with the relay. It's gonna take a little work to figure out which relay is which. Sometimes you have it written like right here. Sometimes they don't. This pops off like that, and yay! Fuel pump relay. So immediately what we're going to do is we're going to take that relay, this relay. Check this out. There's a wire going into the fuel pump relay. Interesting. Let's try a vast assortment of things. Okay. Random wire that goes to the frame rail. Huh. It's a little sketchy. So this is the fuel pump relay, and then there was a random wire in that thing. Don't do what I'm about to do. Okay. Well, nothing exploded, so that's good. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure I hear the relay clicking, or I can feel the relay clicking. So it should have power and ground and all that good stuff. I'm thinking we will have to indeed Do we have any fuel pressure? You can see it right down in here. We have a little tiny bit. This fuel did come out, just not a lot, which is weird. No, nothing's coming out of that. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. Whatever they had going on here, I'm going to put back. And then I guess we're probably going to have to drop the tank, which is fun. Alright, I need both of my hands. Let's wrap it around. Try not to make it touch anything else, like it's already trying to do. Try that. Or it's trying to get fuel. So that's back how we like it. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to drop the tank on this guy. So let's do that. That sounds really empty. That sounds really, really empty. I'm gonna go see if I have any fuel. Alright, after 30 minutes of fighting with rusty bolts down there and very tight quarters, I said, you know what? I'm ripping the bed off. So, there you go. Alright. Gotta make sure and get all of the crap out of those star bits. You do not want to round those. One more thing I forgot is I don't have the bit to use. Let's get this bed out. Broke them all loose with this contraption. Raycons, you need to sponsor me. All right. Woo, they're hot. Don't be a dummy like me and forget to disconnect your filler neck. Whoops. Oops. Wasn't me. Alright. I don't need this guy anymore for a while. Now I need 7mm. Yeah, buddy. Let's filler neck out real quick. 1, 2, 3. Pop those right there where I know where they're at. Wiggle on out of there. Alright. I don't know if y'all can actually see from here, so you're back over at this angle. Keep you moving. That's what you're supposed to do on a YouTube video. Keep it moving so everybody's like, whoa, 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 what's going on? This is crazy. Huh? Now what? totally bent up, I would be worried a lot more. Hey, look, a fuel pump. I'd be worried a lot more about this. However, it's kind of been up. Not too worried about it. Let's sit this on the fenders. There we go. That looks safe. That's good. Yeah, there's a fuel pump right there. So if you come with me, the filler neck right there is busting wide open, which is pretty neat. And then we have a fuel pump right here, which is, you know, so easy to get to when you just take the bed off. So easy, am I right? So this plug looks not bad, I guess. Definitely not happy, but not bad. So we can test for power on these. Real easily like, and go from there. See if it needs an actual pump or not. So let's now get the test light, and we should see power. All right, I'm gonna have to look at this because I got no ground, I think, because I got no power on anything. So let's have something like that. So I just probed it, and you can actually tell you got 7.6 on this wire, nothing on the other, and then you got 12, and then you got ground. So it's all working. So we need a fuel pump, which works for me. I just pop this out, pop that out, shoot, and then switch to pump. So I got another one. I just got to pull that one out of the other Ranger. Yay! More work, yeah! I do love this stuff. It's a little hot, so it makes it a little harder, but man, do I love this stuff. Give me a brand new vehicle, give me a new vehicle to me, give me an old vehicle that's new to me with problems. I'm in heaven. I love it. It's freaking awesome. All right, that is the fuel pump out of there, and she looks pretty ancient and rusty, looking pretty rough. So I think that was definitely a culprit. Heck yeah. Time to go get another one. All right, guess who's back with a brand new fuel pump? Oh yeah, it's me. So now we're just gonna pop this bad boy in there, and yeah, we'll see if it'll crank and run. So this is exciting. So let me pop these caps off right here. Okay. And now we gotta get this. This is where, like, I need a head-mounted GoPro thing, and I'm gonna get one eventually because it's extremely difficult to do these types of things with one hand. I'm trying to make sure and not disconnect that or knock a ton of crap into the tank. Anyway, this was seated. It's not fitting. I gotta get it into the baffle perfectly. Something like, kind of like that. All right, well, I'm gonna work on this and get this seated. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. And here's a problem I see all too often. I'm gonna have to bend this a little bit, because if you take that fuel pump and put it alongside the other fuel pump, they are exactly the same except for the bend. It's a little bit different, and the other one is bent up a little more. This one's bent down a little more, so it hits the bottom of the tank and there's not enough room. Yay! I love having to modify brand new parts that I just bought. Thank you, China. All right, that was an act of Congress, but got the fuel pump in, got it plugged in, fuel line's done. gonna wait on the bed. So now we go in here, turn the ignition on. I hear a fuel pump running. Sounds like it just loaded down too. Now, what do we got? Well, would you look at that? This back on, so it knows what it's doing. It's got one of them mass airflow sensors. Would you look at that? It's running. Have anything in here? Maybe a little bit. It smells a little weird. It's running though. Yeah, we'll need to put something in that. All right, well, okay. It's just running. All right. Take this off. Battery cables. So it needed a fuel pump. So that's that. I'm gonna rev it. Sounds like there could be something loose in the exhaust. It sounds like it runs good, other than down low. So it's running a little bit weird low, but it's probably because it hasn't ran in forever and it's got terrible old gas in it. That's what I'm willing to bet. It's got no brake fluid in it. Okay, well, I suppose we put the bed back on now that it runs and try and drive it and see if the rear end is actually locked up. So let's do that. Let's put the bed back on. I'll let it run for a little bit. That exhaust sounds really weird. Something weird is, I wonder if it's still got the cats in it. I'll have to check that. All right, well, back on. Same size. Forget the plug. Those. Finish tightening these up. It's good. Whoop! I left my socket. That's torqued. All right. So, yeah. It's a truck. You know, it runs. drives. The bed's back on. Now who wants to try driving it? I definitely do. Woo! Just gonna leave the hood up for now. Get all my stuff off. 'Cause, I don't know. I said the rear end was locked up, but let's try it. Just low brake fluid. It definitely doesn't exactly want to move, but it'll move. Woo! That definitely does not feel like a rear end. That definitely feels like brakes. So this feels really good though. Like the clutch, how peppy it is. Good stuff. Just gonna lay my push button up in here. Hopefully it doesn't arc out up against anything. Close this hood. And we're gonna go for a ride. Yeah, let's go. We should try AC. I didn't hear it lug it down or anything. Again, it is on one. I don't feel anything yet. I'm gonna rip this thing down. It's kind of getting in my nerves. I know the heater core was bypassed, so that's probably why they got this heater in here. Definitely smells like a smoker car. It might actually feel kind of cool, to be honest. Oh man, that steering wheel's a little stiff. Okay. It's driving. That sounds weird. I don't know what that noise is. Alright, well, this one's pretty peppy. Oh, you know, I should test and make sure it's got brakes, huh? That'd make sense. Am I in gear? I can't tell. Oh, wait. think I am. Brakes do work. Oh yeah, she's getting warm. First time in a while. It's equalized and stopped shutting off. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna set you all up. Get a good shot of. What more can I say? I guess this is a short one. Ford Rangers, you can't kill them. Ah. That's awesome. See if we can find maybe like a, I don't know, registration or something. Here's mail. It's Cap 1. I'll make sure to blur anything. Surely there's registration in it somewhere. I don't even know. Classic earplugs. It's in here. What that is. There's a lot of mail up here. Holy crap. That looks like South Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles. This is, looks like from when it was taken off the road. So give me a second. Hey, look, the temperature gauge works. Fuel hand still doesn't. That's upsetting. What date? 2014. Got taken off the road in 2014, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Holy crap. That's 10 years. It's been, this has not been on the road in 10 years. I put a fuel pump in it and it drives around and idles, and the AC is actually blowing semi-cold. It needs a charge, I think. But holy crap, this I mean, look, this is insane. $350. And you can go pick up something and just drive it. You just put a little bit of money on it. The fuel pump was $100 and it took me like an hour to do. It was not that bad, and this is awesome. So thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it, and I hope y'all keep subscribing and keep liking, and hopefully we can build a nice community together, and all of us can actually just get together and have meets and stuff is what I plan. I even plan, like, if I get big enough, I can do like truck giveaways and stuff, because I don't need all these trucks. I just like fixing them and getting them back on the road. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys, and thanks again. Goodbye. All right, let's do this. What's up, guys? How you doing today? This is the first official Will It Run on Jaeger's Garage, and what you're looking at behind me is the first one. This is gonna be a good one. Let's do this. I'm so excited. So we are currently in the junkyard, and this is a F350. I do not know what year it is, but I do know it's a Power Stroke, therefore it has a turbo, therefore cool noises. It's a 7.3, if that wasn't evident, and it is a crew cab dually. Literally awesome. And I don't know if this door is unlocked because I haven't even, it is. Luxurious red interior. And what is that? That's a shift machine. Holy cow. It is a manual. Look at the interior. This is so beautiful. I haven't even looked in this truck at all. Okay, well, there's a PCM in here. That's interesting. All right. Anyway, there's only one tear in the seat. Look at the beautiful red. Some people do not like the red interior. Some people do. I'm not seeing anything in here. I just broke something, I think. No, it's fine. It's fine. That was already broke. Okay, so let's get to it. Oh, aftermarket radio too. Check that out. So apparently, the problem with this truck is the fuel pump. And these have manual fuel pumps, as you know, or maybe don't. It sits in the valley and has a little tappet that runs up and down that pumps the fuel. It goes straight into the block of the engine, which is why when you do an electric conversion on these, you have to get a block out plate and then drive it down in there and get a little adapter that goes straight from the fuel bowl to the banjo bolt. I will not be doing that today. However, I do have an electric pump. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to slap the electric pump on it and run it through the manual fuel pump just to get it started for today, theoretically. Assuming that nothing else has been pulled off of this, because it has been sitting in a junkyard for at least 10 years. Because I have been around this junkyard for a while, and it's sitting at least for that long. I know it. So I'm gonna go try to crawl somewhere over there, and I suppose we should also get the hood up. It looks like, oh, never mind, the hood will already come up. Okay, we do not have any springs for holding. It has starting fluid, fuse box is open. All right, let's see. And here's what I need to know. Is the fuel pump still in it? And it is, which is great. I was worried that maybe someone had taken it out. I'm probably going to need a prop for this. So, this is going to be awesome. I assume my GoPro is good to go, because I haven't used my GoPro in forever. There is still a battery in here. However, I brought 2 fresh batteries that should, with 2 jump packs, get it cranked up, hopefully. So, yeah. Everything looks to be complete. We have all our battery leads, solenoid, terminal. We got brake fluid, maybe. Should check the oil as soon as I get you guys propped up somewhere. Ooh, not fall over. Come out the back. It's the only thing about a GoPro. I have no way of knowing if you can actually see me or not. I'm gonna assume you can. Okay, oil. The dipstick should be over here. Weird. Okay. I'm gonna find something to prop this with. Stick, board, some kind of deck, something, I don't know. Let's switch. Yeah, that'll work. That's not gonna come down and kill me. Okay, so I remember you need to tap the top right fuse right there for the electric pump. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but there's supposed to be a dipstick here. And I'm assuming they're known for leaking, but I've never seen one just not have a dipstick. It's kind of odd. Oh yeah, is there anything even in the reservoir? Oh yeah. It might even be a little green in there. Oh man, this thing's gonna be a runner. I mean, it's a 7.3 power stroke. Of course it's gonna be a runner. These things run even after they've blown up. But yeah, now, oh, well look at there. There's a hood prop right there that I wasn't looking at or paying attention to. Well, that's actually a really good hood prop. Mine works, so we'll just keep that one there as a safety prop. Okay, well, let's do it. I can't check the oil level, but let's be honest, oil is optional in these old 7.3s, so now we gotta see if we can get over here and get all this crap out of here. Holy crap, it's growing through the truck. It's growing through the... Oh, man. What are these bolts to? I don't know. Oh, wow. That grill is not being held on by much. Well, see, that's why we have 2 hood props. Just in case you accidentally rip it out by pulling out the truck vines. Alright. Yeah, we got a lot growing. I'm just gonna let that pull itself out when we get done here. We also have a mystery wire that is a ground that went to something. I'm not sure what. We have some starting fluid, indicative of the fuel pump not working. So there's that. We need to get, let's see. It's the, yeah, we need to get down there. And hopefully not roll in 80 million snakes and die. Wow, that is just grown into this poor little, what is this, Nissan? Something. I don't know. I'm more focused on this. Anyway. So. Is this locked? Hold on. I don't know about these new vehicles. This is, I'm driving this around, reviewing it. So I'm doing multiple videos at once. Yay, look at me multitasking. Anyway, we have a fuel pump. This is the one that I had on my other 7.3 that I did a electric conversion on. So I just ripped everything off of that because that has a blown head gasket, believe it or not. And unfortunately, the motor that was in it cracked because it froze. Anyway. Alright, here's the wiring. And here's the pump. And that's almost all we need. I need hose clamps. If you are a mechanic and you're looking for something that will help, buy one of these. Literally, if you don't buy anything, just buy one of these. This has helped me so much. It's so good. It's good for everything. You will not know how much you like it until you actually use it. I promise you. They are well worth the money. You get the upgraded battery and everything. Okay. Now, set this right here. All right, that's tight. That's not gonna leak. So, let's get our hose clamps. Let's get down there in the brush. Let's have some fun. And step on a snake and get bit and have to go to the ER and have one of the most exciting will it runs ever. Okay. I have no idea. I need something to prop you up on. Once I get this to Dad's house, because it's pretty much going to be his truck, I'm just getting it running for him, I will pressure wash it, but that'll probably be its own video because I'm assuming this is going to take a minute. I still don't know if just doing this will work. Oh, look at that. It actually isn't that bad under here. And then there's an oil leak. And that makes me scared because of the lack of dipstick. But I'm sure it's fine just to crank it up. Tires actually don't look bad. Ow, 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 ow. There's briars everywhere. Oh, everything hurts. Is this straight piped? No, I see a resonator. Let's see. There's the manual transmission, oil filter, down pipe into, no, it is straight piped. Now, what was I looking at? There's some type of resonator down there, I think. But it's not bad. Anyway, oh, what we're looking for is where the rubber turns to hard line, which on these long beds is down here. Now, the thing is, you don't want to run the fuel pump into the return side. So, I don't even know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. So one of these is return and one of these is send. You don't want to run it into the return. However, I don't know which is which, and I'm just gonna do it
because if it doesn't, wait, hold on. Oh no, it doesn't work. I thought it had a tag on it. I was like, well, that would be all too convenient. It is very wet under here, and I am very cold now, all of a sudden. Go figure. That's weird. Anyway, I gotta twist this off, and then we got a hose clamp one. I think it's the upper one, actually. Yeah. There's a one. There's a return, and then is there a return, or does it just deadhead? I don't know. I'm second guessing myself. I'm kind of new to diesels, honestly. But anyway, let's set you guys over here, and let's twist that top one off, and I'll go with that. Oh shoot, my wire isn't gonna work because it's too far. Well, we'll figure it out. But I have to run it from my jump box. Know what I'm saying? Okay. Ow, frickin' A. That's painful, man. If you're gonna do this, don't do this with tiny baby pliers. It sucks. In fact, what you really want to do this with is probably a flat tip screwdriver, I think. However, I'm too excited to go get one. So I'm just gonna try and make these work. Sorry if the editing's a little weird. Come on, baby. Normally you can just twist and break these off. This one's being a little stubborn. My pliers aren't exactly enjoying this. That'll make it a little easier to get off. Now, the question is there even anything in any of the fuel tanks? Because yes, there are multiple fuel tanks, if you didn't know. It has a front and a back. I think the back is, I don't remember sizes, but the back is smaller than the front, obviously. That front one right there is pretty large. Now, the question is, will it come off? Well, there's probably a lip on it, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have trouble getting it off of that. Hey, I got it. And nah, that's good diesel, believe it or not. Yeah, that's really good diesel. It's not really messed up at all, honestly. That's pretty good. All right, now we get this off. See what I was talking about? You just pinch that a little bit, freeze it up, and then we get our other hose clamp, slide it on there. You probably can't see this, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can see it right there. So you get the electric fuel pump, put it right there, and try and get it over that if you can, because that would. And you make sure that it causes as much sparks as possible, as to generate a fire and warm your cold back that is now wet. And that is perfection right there. So now we take this. I probably need to loosen that up a little bit, actually. I just love making me tighten and loosen, huh? Alright. Come on. How much you gonna make me loosen, huh? And then put that on. And loosen this other one up before we change it back. I mean, putting an electric fuel pump in is easy. The hardest part is the wiring, which I am now realizing the wiring will not work because of how long this truck is compared to my single cab, which was a complete oversight. I forgot about that. And then we'll put that on for as long as we can. And remember, this is temporary. If I was doing this for real, I would take some rubber mat, cut it, I'd loop it through, I'd cut it, wrap this, and I'd seat it somewhere along here that I could loop it through a hole in the fender, tighten it up against the frame, tighten it up against the frame, because that's how I've done these electric conversions before. But this does not need to hold, so it's fine. This just needs to get it to crank. Also, if worse comes to worse, we take a jump pack down here, run the wires to it, and wham bam shambling, there you go, ding dong. All that fun stuff, know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, cool. Well, that's an electric fuel pump in place for now. I'm sure that won't explode or anything. Just so you can see. Hopefully that's into the right line. If not, then oh well. It won't run and I'll come down here and switch it. Not that big of a deal. Ow. Well, there went my kidney. Oh, man. Oh, I'm getting too old for this already. Nah, I'm kidding. I love this stuff. This is awesome. If I get a chance to do this until I die, I will do this until I die. Okay. Now, should put some batteries in this, I guess. Unfortunately, I didn't get to charge them up as much as I would have liked. So, let's back up here and get some batteries. Okay, positive on that side, negative on that side. Alright, let's see if we just put stuff on here, if it will crank. I am prepared to go find more cable and yeah, charge this. But for now, I'm just gonna see if it'll turn over. So let's see. I don't think we have enough power to turn this over. Probably because there's a dead battery right there. And these aren't exactly charged. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find a power point and steal somebody's electrical bills and electronize some batteries and jump packs, and I'll be back with you. All right, while I was busy and those were charging, I realized that the wire that I ran to the fuel pump is not gonna go all the way up here because this is a crew cab. That was dumb on my part. I grounded the fuel pump out, and I'm planning on checking to see if these have power. If they do have power on ignition, then I'm just gonna tie that to that for now, get the fuel pump working. And both of the batteries that I brought are unfortunately bad. So I'm gonna take my test light. I'm gonna see when this has power. If it has power when I think it should. Okay. That's strange. It's not good. So we're gonna yank that out. And then I'm assuming that this is just grounded to something somewhere. Now, what the heck? Doesn't have. I'm not seeing anything. Let's check our ground. I love touching dead roach. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit. Put on that. That'll work. Now, off, on. Is there a higher one? That's a 30 amp. That'll work. Alright, we're going to abuse this 30 amp. Sorry, Mr. 30 amp, but that's the beans. Yes, I did. Oh, pliers. Very important. Anyway, here we go. Take this 30 out.
Look at, I think it should be this side. Gonna wrap her. Do a wrap around. Make sure not to bridge it. Don't be like Bridget. And then plop her back in, nice and cozy. And there you go. Now we go. Nice open connection. It's not gonna do anything horrible. You love to see open connections. Just good stuff. Now, let's see if we hear a fuel pump. And we hear a fuel pump. So that's awesome. We have a fuel pumping with fuel pumpage. So now we just need enough cranking amps to actually crank. And my jump packs are still on charge over there. Apparently both batteries I have are bad. So that sucks. And I don't have the money to go buy batteries because I'm broke. So stay tuned. We're gonna figure this out. All right. We got Harbor Freight jump pack that does work good. Battery that is questionable. Napa charger. Jump pack that is expensive and a good jump pack, but has been used for many years and caught on fire. Battery of also questionability. Connections of questionability, but something hooked up everywhere that electrical could be. So I'm not expecting it to work yet because it hasn't fully charged the entire system. But let's, you know, life's all about trying things. Except for drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Let's try not to get this out of here. See what we got. Clutch in. I hear a fuel pump. Nope, still nothing. Now, the question is the starter locked up? Or is it just dead? Or is the neutral safety switch weird? There we go. All right, she's turning over. We have turnoverage action. So either that, I'm gonna guess that the starter was probably a little seized up, because I think the neutrals, or the clutch safety switch was working fine. So hopefully all of this will come back to life. All of my half working stuff will come back to life in the near future. I'm gonna walk around the junkyard because I like to do that. And you got all kinds of cool stuff over here. You got, can I zoom in on this? I don't think I can, but there's an Oldsmobile down there. Here, why not? Let's just go check it out. While that's charging, I'm gonna show you this Oldsmobile because it's pretty sick. And if this is too close, I'm sorry, but you get to see my nose hairs. So I mean, there's just all kinds of cool stuff. There's that F Super Duty right there. But this, me and my cousins need to come and check this car out and just restore it, honestly. So still got the motor in it. I don't know if I can. Hold up. Where is it? There it is, I think. Man, it's hard to. How did people do stuff with one hand, man? This is insane. Luckily, I can cut all this out. There we go. Look at that. Now that's awesome. Unfortunately, I don't own this. But maybe one day. Now let's gently shut the hood, not bend anything. So springs are a little solid, but yeah. Most of the floor's rotted out, but like that would ever stop anybody. Anyway, yeah, that's the junkyard.
You said you were making videos, so you didn't tell me.
What? I'd feel better if you were included in it, which you are now. Haha.
I hope not. I don't like videos.
Well, here's these memories. Catch on fire. All right,
Right?
fire in the hole.
Wait a minute. Let me just some brake spray. Did you spray the ether, did you?
No, sir. All right. Wouldn't you know it? I hooked the return to the send and the send to the return. So I fixed that little mistake and got some fresh batteries, and now we're almost ready to crank up.
All of them good, Hunter?
I'm just gonna have a big ground.
Trying to check the fuses and stuff on the truck, trying to crank it up. That dually sitting inside the driveway. I'll let Charlie get it. We're gonna try to crank it up. Okay, young man. Well, we love you. Bye-bye.
They have minis.
Huh?
Why do they have minis in the truck? This isn't even the right ones.
Well, give me the minis.
Okay.
Maybe that's not one they need. Why are these going in the truck? I just bought these.
There's also a bunch of big fuses in there, but they're this style.
I don't know who.
I have never in my life seen a 4 amp fuse.
Yeah. You ever seen a 3 amp either?
That is such an odd.
Yeah.
I found a 30.
I'll put that in there.
Jump next to it, give them more voltage.
Pretty good voltage there. It should be firing, especially with this brake spray.
Is that brake clean or starting fluid?
It's brake clean, but it works better than starter fluid.
Oh, I couldn't get mine to start on brake clean. I had to use starting fluid.
Let's try it one more time. I'll have to run the store and get some starting fluid. We'll go in there and check on Peggy. Run the store and get that and bring it back, and I'll help you with it right fast.
Yes, sir.
You should may have you got some at the BP. I don't know if you had any dollar store or not.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll check both. All right. Well, we're still not live, so we're gonna run and go get some starting fluid.
I'll look good. What you barking at, Izzy? Gas pedal down?
Sir?
You mashing the gas?
I just started to.
Yeah, mash the gas. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Try it. Try it again.
the tack ain't working or anything.
It ain't firing.
Yeah. It doesn't even know that it's run right now.
Give me a 10 millimeter and that computer out of there. Dang!
Good?
That hurt. Get something to prise this hood up besides that.
Well, that broke.
So you need to get something that ain't broken.
All right, we have an update. After literally wanting to terminate the person who invented 5.5 millimeter bolts, taking them out on this wheel well right here so that I could get down there and get this PCM, because I don't know if you can hear that, but it's got some stuff rattling around in it. And we have no wait to start light or tachometer inside. So I'm gonna go steal one of these off of another one of these, slap it in there and see if it'll run. Stay tuned. It's getting hot. Oh, I am. Whew. Well, my Milwaukee's giving out on me, but I haven't given out. So I've changed the PCM, and that's supposed to be tucked up under the dash, but for now I'm not tucking it up under the dash just to see if this works. The IDM is hooked back up, and if you don't know, on these diesels, PCM does not, well, I mean, it does control everything, but the IDM is the injector driver module, so this is where you get your injectors. However, if the PCM is fried, it won't do anything, so that's what we're experiencing now. I'm gonna set you all up here, and let's see if she fires. Cross our fingers and our toes. Well, that's been changed. So now I am at a standstill. I have no idea. I'm gonna do, I guess, some research and we're gonna figure this out. Well, guys, unfortunately, I'm at a loss on it. This is definitely not the way that I wanted the first revival to go, but I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm still gonna come back and try my best to get it to run. However, I'm just not really sure what's going on. The PCM isn't telling the injectors to fire. PCM is getting power and ground, and the crankshaft sensor, position sensor, is working, but there are no RPMs being shown on the dash. So there's got to be a chewed wire somewhere that I just cannot find, or maybe the bottom of the fuse box is just corroded, and that's honestly a nightmare that I don't really have time for today. So unfortunately, that's that. I mean, we did get to hear it run, and it sounds like it runs really good, but I don't want it to run too long on starting fluid, so there's that. It's the sad truth, and not all of them can be rescued. Diesels are finicky sometimes. Alright, well, I've packed up all my stuff, and I'm saying goodbye. One last time, I will be back to work on this. I mean, the PCM has power, it has ground, but it's not communicating at all. So yeah, can't win them all. I mean, I have no idea what's going on with it, but I'm walking away from this with more knowledge, which is good. It would have been nice to crank it up and actually drive it, but we'll save that for another day. And that's all the time I have for this one. So yeah, signing off. Back with the 4-door 9673, and I was right all from the beginning. You can't really can't really focus into it, but a bunch of these wires have little nicks here and there, and a bunch of them are actually the IDM wires causing the IDM not to fire. So there you go.
Well, this is it. This is it. I've got it. It runs. It freaking runs. After months of diagnostics and trying to figure out what the heck was going on, I finally got it to run. And you know what it was? It was a bad wiring harness that had melted because of a sensor. I don't even know what that is. I think that's something to do with the high pressure oil or low pressure oil. I don't freaking know. I unplugged it. The wait to start light came on, so it was something to do with the 5-volt reference system for the PCM not allowing it to cut on. So that freaking sensor was shorted out, which caused the freaking those down there to get, I don't even know. Maybe they got eaten by rats. I don't know. I'm so pumped because it's running. I got it running. It's good to go. That was a nightmare. The wiring harness was bad because it got chewed all up. The freaking sensor was bad because it got shorted out. And then there's a bunch of wiring in the dash that was all messed up. So it was a nightmare all the way around. But it's running now. And you guys are going to get to see it pressure wash soon. Because now it'll move and drive. Heck yeah.
As you are getting to watch this, I would like to just say a little bit. Yes, the pressure washing was very satisfying. It took a lot to knock. It was basically like a rug of plants on this truck. But I just want to go over like thought process and learning, because I learned a heck of a lot about 7.3s. Holy cow, this was such a good experience for me to learn so much about 7.3s. It was awesome. First off, just no wait to start light. I knew something was up with that. I knew it was weird because the TAC wasn't reading. I was looking things up, looking through forums. I was looking at all this stuff. Crank position sensor. It said ICP, which you can unplug that. That's easy to diagnose. You just unplug it. It defaults to 500 psi of oil or something, and then that's easy. Any of the other sensors I did not know about. There's a 5-volt reference circuit that goes through all of the sensors where if one is shorted, you can unplug them, you'll get a wait to start light again. It won't necessarily run, but it's one of those on and off things where you can figure out what the problem is. But I was dealing with two problems at once, which is what made it so difficult. The wiring harness was eaten up by rats, and just from the truck running would disconnect and reconnect things. And also the engine back pressure sensor, I believe. I think that's what that is. I'm not 100% sure, but unplugging that after I put the new wiring harness in it, it did work, because when I put the new wiring harness in it, I still had no wait to start. So I was losing my mind. I was going mad. I started disconnecting all the sensors just to see, and luckily I disconnected that one and the wait to start light came on, and then I turned it over and I heard the injectors start clicking, and I was like, heck yeah, they're firing. Because if the PCM gets a broken circuit in that 5-volt reference, it will not fire the IDM. Period. It will not work. In fact, it won't even cut on. Despite it having power and ground, it won't work. It's crazy. Like, I've never even heard of that, but I guess it was a perfect storm of issues. And I don't even think the fuel pump was bad on the truck. I think they thought the fuel pump was bad because it would just crank up on ether. So it's another one of those cases of you really got to look at things and not just be like, oh yeah, well they said the fuel pump's bad, so we'll throw a fuel pump on it. I mean, it was easy, but yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot of patience. I got to spend some time with my grandfather, whom I love dearly, and I got a truck running for my dad, and you know, I didn't give up, and we got it. So heck yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and there will be more content to come like this.